Alocasias, and we'll probably mention Colocasias too. So our business is Paradise Distributors. We've been here for about 30 years, but our website is called rareplants.net.au. So that's the difference. Our business name's Paradise Distributors. Okay, so Alocasias, they are an aroid, which means in the family Araceae, and plants. Well, one of the things about the family Araceae, they all have a flower arrangement that has a spadix sticking up and a spave sticking out. So, like with anthuriums, they're very, very ornamental. With some of these other plants, not so ornamental, just a nice feature. And you also, within that structure, you'll get there'll be male and female flowers, and you'll get seeds. Not very prolific with the Alocasias, but you do get them. So there are Colocasias which are similar to Alocasia, which usually the leaves hang down like this one here. So that's a Colocasia, and this one here, see how the leaves hang down. Alocasias, they're more like they stand up, but they are closely related, and there are botanical differences between the two. You know, a lot of these plants are edible. Now we're not. Some of them can be poisonous if you don't cook them, so you need to know what you're doing. But they are eaten all over the world, known as taro. So, but you have, as I said, you've got to know what you're doing for that. So there are a lot of different types of Alocasias, and the thing about them, why people like them, it's just like bringing a tropical rainforest into your home. They're lush, great big leaves, different varieties of leaves, different colours and arrangements, and we'll show you a few that we do here. We're doing different ones all the time, different new ones. There's small baby ones, huge leaves like a metre long. So there's a lot of variation. You can bring them inside your house, but best to rotate them. You can have them in your garden, you can have a tropical garden outside, you can even put them into rockeries. So they're just a great plant to have, and I'll just show you a few that we've got here. So this is Alocasia Micolitiana. You see this one in florist shops. It's got a really nice structure. That's one that we've sold recently and sold out of, and then we've got one called Yucatan Princess. That's another one we've recently sold out of. The others we've still got, but they all come back in time. There's this one here. We might just get a close. This is a Sarian, Alocasia zebrina Sarian, and with the zebrina, it reminds me of a zebra, and it's got this lovely colouring on the stem as well. And these leaves, see, these are the size of the plants that we send out, but it doesn't take long for them to become much bigger if it's a big growing plant soon after. So this one reminds me of a zebra, but the leaves on this get to about a metre, so you can imagine what a striking plant that's going to be. That's the Sarian, and this is one that we've got in our latest catalogue here. With these Alocasia amazonica types, there's lots of variations coming in. They're very subtle, and you get lots of variation in the leaf colour. And have a go at the stem on this. It's called Purple Night, but the stems, imagine that inside with a bit of light on it. The stems are really light iridescent purple, and that's called Alocasia Purple Night. It's a bit similar, like we have a much smaller one called Bambino, but it doesn't have the purple stem. It's a Crocoloba type. This one over here, Alocasia Capria, absolutely amazing with the copper colours flecking through the leaves, and there's about 4 different shades of green in there. There's lots of iridescence in it as well. It's Alocasia Capria. We've got that one going at the moment, and there's quite a few. This is going to be in our next catalogue. You know, we do a new catalogue every 3 weeks, so it's a bit hard to keep up with it sometimes. But this one gets bigger leaves than this, but it's Alocasia green velvet, and its botanical names Alocasia Micolitiana, if you can get your mouth around that one. It's a green velvet, and this is one of our favourites. This might be in our next catalogue too, or the one after when they get a little bit bigger. That's a lime zinger. The leaf on that one gets to about a foot long, or a bit longer, 18 inches. It's very, very bright in your garden, and you know, to have it indoors. Over here we've got black velvet. It's Alocasia black velvet. It's quite a thick leaf, and it's a miniature plant. That's that one. And it's Alocasia Crocoloba, Buddha's hand. As this one grows, these look like, these get all these, what's the word? I don't know what the word is, but it looks like a Buddha's, whatever a Buddha's hand looks like, sort of, I can't explain it, but it looks like a Buddha's hand. So they've got a certain shape and structure, and they grow quite thick. So that's a baby one of that. What else we got here? So this one here, this is actually a colocasia. So we have a few colocasias too. They start off green, and then this is black leaf illustris. I think I've got one showing a bit of black here somewhere. I'll find it in a sec. Might be over the back here. Oh yeah, over here. See that? They get this blackness in their leaves, right? Now that's a colocasia, which is similar to Alocasia. You might as well say virtually the same for our purposes. And there's another one here. This is black magic. See, that leaf is actually just straight black. And with the colocasias, I found especially, they send up suckers, they send up babies. Here's another one here. This is another black leaf illustris. You see how it's sending up the suckers around it, so you can actually divide them off and pot them up. And these are edible also. Now, what I was actually going to point out, when you cut one of these back, see there's a little groove in there, so you don't want to cut them way down here, because there's a groove in here where a new leaf will come out. So we've cut that one back because they were getting too tall, and see how it comes out of that groove. So that goes for all Alocasias, a whole lot of them. They send new leaves out of that spot there, so you don't cut them real low. So nearly all of these, or all of the ones I know anyway, they grow on a tuber, so which is sort of like a rhizome. It's a very thickened starch part of the stem, and you can propagate from that, same as you can with gingers. And I'll just show you here. Here's one. This is one that's been laying around the nursery for ages. I just picked up, fell over, a bit crooked. So with your Alocasia, you can just cut. You got a leaf like that, or you got a leaf that's starting to look a bit sick. Just cut it off. Bang. And it'll send up new ones. And it might surprise you and send up babies around here. But we're just going to take this one out. See, you can see. Yeah, we can repot that. And look at the tuber. Look at all the energy in there for it to send up new babies around the outside, or we can cut that up and grow new plants off it. So this is what people eat. It's like some of these more edible. There's lots and lots of different varieties in Asia and New Guinea that the people eat in all different colours, so they get all different flavours. But like some of these might be 10 centimetres across, you know, so it's a good starchy food for them. And there's all different ways of cooking them, but never try to eat one raw. Okay, so we've showed you most of those. We were going to do a bit of a promotion with these purple, where are they? Yeah, the purple night. We've got some up here that we're putting in. They're in our catalogue now, and they're going to be in the next one too. So first 3 people to just put your name in and say, what do we call, just put in Purple Night. So first 3 people will get one of these with their next order. If so, as long as it's within the next month, just send in a text now, and just say Purple Night and make sure your name's on it, so we'll let you know the first 3 people will get one. Okay, that's the one with the beautiful iridescent stems, Alocasia Purple Night. So I think we've just about covered everything that we need to. We've nearly run out of time, but I should tell you how to look after these plants. They like bright light. You can see these are growing under 70% shade, and get them in a nice bright position. Most Alocasias will take some full sun, but the risk with that, they'll enjoy it if you've got the water there, but if they get a bit dry and you get a really hot day, you wouldn't lose a plant, or the foliage will burn off. If it burns off, just cut it all back and it will come back. But I don't recommend full sun. Perhaps morning sun if you've got the right spot. You know what your climate is. But they need nice bright light. They need good moisture, but if you've got them in a pot, because you can have them indoors and rotate them, just let them dry up between watering, like all arrowheads, same like philodendrons and all those sort of things. You just let them dry out between watering, and give them some, like we've got fertilizer. You can see fertilizer in there. That's a slow release fertilizer. Get some of that, and also hit them with some fish fertilizer, that sort of thing. You might want to do that inside, but you can use that microbial fertilizer that we've got called Grow. That's a microbial fertilizer. All plants love that, and it's great for indoor plants and doesn't smell, and plants go great with that. So that's the fertilizers. If you ask what sort of slow release fertilizer, just get a balanced fertilizer, 10-10-10, whatever, something like that. So that's how you look after them. If you get a sick looking leaf, just cut that leaf off. All plants are like that. Cut the leaf off, and there's a new one waiting to come up. We showed you the tuber underneath there, so that's just dying to send up another leaf. So if you've just got a sick looking leaf on there, cut it off, and it'll throw up a new one. So that's it for Alocasias today. If you like the video, please share it with your friends, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Catch you later. Bye.